Hey guys, it's Maggie. I have an infertility diagnosis due to premature ovarian failure. My husband and I are using donor egg IVF to start a family. Right now I'm still waiting on getting my frozen embryo transfer scheduled, and today I just want to talk about insurance companies and random rules that the clinics have that relate to insurance companies, and then even before you get to a fertility clinic, all the insurance and rules that go in to getting fertility treatment. This topic came up because as I'm waiting to get this transfer scheduled, I've been waiting on getting a period so they can start the medications for transfer. And I thought when they told me this that this was simply related to how they do the medications. But I don't typically get a period because of the premature ovarian failure, so they gave me medications to get the period, and then those didn't work for whatever reason. And then, so I was like, okay, whatever. And then the doctor had me get some hormone tests, and then he said, it'd be fine. We can still do the transfer without you getting a period. So I'm like, great. And then I was talking to the nurse and asking a few more questions, and I found out one of the big reasons that you have to get the period is because insurance doesn't clear ordering the transfer medications until you have the period. So I'm like, why does insurance have to be involved in this? Why isn't just the doctor's opinion the most valid one? So that was frustrating. I don't know if it contributed to a big amount of time or anything like that. It's not the end of the world, but it's just annoying how much insurance plays into this whole thing. So now we're waiting on prior authorization from insurance to order the medications, and I'm like, we've been knowing this, and it would be weird if I did get a period, given that I had premature ovarian failure to me. So anyways, so I was looking a little bit into problems or complaints that other people doing infertility treatment have about insurance stuff. I think the main thing is that insurance doesn't cover a lot of infertility stuff like they would if it were another medical condition, and I think that's pretty unfortunate because it is a medical concern if your organs aren't functioning properly. If it's pretty much any other organ that wasn't behaving how it was supposed to, your insurance would cover that, but they don't cover this. So to get that out of the way, it's just unfair. But next, just all of the random steps that you have to go through to get any sort of coverage as someone experiencing infertility, going to your OBGYN first for fertility advice, which maybe some OBGYNs do great with this, but in my experience, the OBGYNs aren't experts in fertility. They are there to help with wellness care and when you're already pregnant. But knowing what I know now, I wouldn't personally ask my OBGYN for fertility advice, nor would I recommend any of my friends or family members to do so either. So that's something to consider. And then I've heard horror stories, might be intense, but negative experiences from others where their OBGYN did a base level of tests and then said, oh no, it'll work out, just keep trying, for a year. And then a year isn't forever, but that's, you know, a long time when you want to have a kid, and then to find out later that that was never going to work, and like there was something else that could have been done where, you know, you could have gotten what you wanted, the pregnancy, baby, faster through doing something else, is just frustrating. So I can sense that frustration from other people getting bad medical advice. And then like having to do a certain number of IUIs or get a certain amount of miscarriages before they're willing to cover something different is, I don't understand that. So then, like, if you want to do something different, it's like self-covering it, which just isn't an option for everyone. And it's not fair that people are put in that position. So yeah, insurance is just frustrating, and I wanted to share that frustration and just kind of put that out there and see if like other people had similar experiences or frustrations, like even if you can't really do anything about it, I guess, and just to speak it out there, like for some awareness if you weren't sure, depending on where you're at in your path to have kids, or if you have gone down that road and also experienced the same frustrations, then it's good to talk about that too. So thanks so much for watching this week, guys. Appreciate you watching this. Love it if you could like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again next week.